Hello and welcome to the second week of Knot. This is Ninja Obstacle Training. I'm your host Alex McBee, and this week we're going to be talking about grip strength, how the hands, fingers, and wrist and forearm all work together to form a nice solid grip, get you through that race and to the finish line where you hit that buzzer. So this episode we're really going to zoom in on the hands. I'm going to take a few pins, point out some of the main key components to a strong grip strength, how the hand all works together, and really put the science behind a good strong grip strength. Alrighty, so I'm going to start marking. Forgive me if I get off a frame or step out of frame. I'm doing this all on my own, so I don't really know if I'm always in frame since I'm not behind the camera. I'm beside the camera, waving at you right now. Hello. Okay. So let's start off with the black pin. We're going to be looking at bone structure first. So down here on the bottom, the pinky side of the forearm, we're looking at the ulna. This is the bone that's the smaller of the forearm bones. Up here on its other side is going to be the radius. So the bigger bone. These two words, radius and ulna, come into play a couple different times, mainly with the nerves that go through to the hand and also the arteries, the radial artery and the ulna artery, as well as the nerves that connect to them. Their namesakes obviously derive from those bones. Down here in the lower part of the wrist, there's 8 bones. These are the carpal bones. You might recognize that word from carpal tunnel. The carpal tunnel is in there with the carpal bones. Then up leading to every finger, you have your metacarpals. So the metacarpals then connect to the phalanges, and in the phalanges, each of these digits have 3 phalanges, and your thumb has 2 phalanges. So including the 8 carpals, metacarpals, and phalanges, your hand in total has 28 bones. Sorry, it's 27 bones, and then 29 if you include the ulna and radius in the whole mixture of grip strength functionality. Alrighty, throw this black pin down. We're going to be then looking at the muscles of the hand. So muscles, we're going to do in red with a red Sharpie for the muscles. And let's look at the hand muscles first. So along the pinky, there are 3 major muscles, and then along the thumb, there are 4. And these muscles really help to contract your thumb to your pinky and give us that opposable grip that humans use so well for small motor functions using the hand. And then in between each finger, there are intrinsic muscles, and these intrinsic muscles help to tighten the hand, such as this, really give you good palm control. But all of these muscles here in the hand are rather weak, and they're good for fine motor functions, using tools, pinching the hand together, giving us fine details, but they don't have much strength to them. Now the strength for a lot of our fingers comes up here in the forearm, because the forearm muscle is obviously much bigger, but all the ligaments for the fingers, which we will now grab our blue pin. So blue pin, ligaments. So the ligaments, there's interconnecting ligaments between all joints and along the back of the hand, and all of these provide the contraction, the straightening power that the hand has. They run up the arm and they connect here in the forearm muscle, and then they run down to the fingers, and they provide all the power that you have for gripping and strength. So the ligaments, although they can't be strengthened like traditional muscles because they don't grow like muscles, these muscles in here can be strengthened by squeezing and carrying things, and this muscle here can be strengthened, but the ligaments can be, while they can't be grown, they can be toughened. They can be conditioned to endure more impact, and they can be conditioned to flex farther and stronger. But all your strength comes from the forearm muscle mainly. So blood supply, we're going to be looking with a little gold marker here. All of your arteries, the carpal, the radial artery that runs through the carpal bones here, the carpal tunnel, essentially, provides a lot of blood supply to these main digits of your fingers, the strongest fingers, your index, your middle, and your thumb. The ulnar artery, which goes through the Guyon canal, provides more blood supply to the pinky and ring finger. So you have two main arteries, and they can become pinched here in the wrist. And when they become pinched, they cut off not only blood supply and minerals and nutrients that you need to get to your hand to replenish after a workout, but they can also pinch the nerves that are in here, leading to carpal tunnel syndrome and longer overlasting effects. So developing good wrist mobility and doing wrist movements by rotating your wrist and flexing and daily exercises and even just massaging the area will help get blood supply back to this area and then back down into the fingers and just really improve overall hand health. So looking here, at the muscles and arteries and bones all involved, I hope it gives you guys a little more in-depth knowledge on the structures of the hand, what goes into all the fine motor details. There's definitely a lot more information that I wish I could give you guys, but we're keeping this video short, and then on Thursday, we're going to be looking at some exercises to incorporate into your daily gym time to improve grip strength and overall arm strength and wrist mobility. So check back on Thursday and train hard, ninjas. Bye-bye.